We're on. I think we're on.
Hi guys.
Hey everybody.
We're missing a key member.
Yeah.
He'll be right here.
Oh yeah, I can see him walking in. Yeah. Okay. The makeup artist is doing his last touches. Yeah. Okay. Chris, hola. Ole.
Ole, yeah. You know exactly.
Ole.
He knows what's coming.
Okay. I'm in.
Hola, Paul.
Evening PM.
Audio. Disco time. Yes, indeed, disco time. Yeah. Wait, I'll bring the camera up here so people can see that well.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hi guys.
That left is a little bit out of shot, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Shall I try this on?
Oh, wait. Let's go for the overhead first, so that people can see what we're actually looking at here.
So we had Carnival recently.
Yep. Last weekend was Carnival, 400,000 people.
Yeah. Insane.
There was 370,000 in the parade, and there's another 30,000 hanging around.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I never go to those because
it was brilliant.
Way too many people.
It was brilliant. So that was the whole idea of this was.
Well, let me get you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, get me in focus.
I try to.
I'm in focus. I'm in focus in the.
Camera doesn't like me today.
I'm in focus in the big picture. I haven't brought the mask, so I had that mask on as well.
And if you look at this is what Richard will look as a.
A bandito.
Yeah, as a
bandito.
illuminated bandito.
There we go, you see.
Or a rainbow bandito.
Yeah.
So guys, yes, last weekend was Carnival. My sister was here, and her husband and my mother, who's 86, and she thoroughly enjoyed the Carnival until it was time for her bedtime, and then we carried on enjoying the Carnival late into the night.
Yeah.
And which brings me to an interesting topic, as I mentioned to Dad earlier. So my sister filmed a lot of the Carnival with me. And there's PM Crisp out there. So PM Crisp was over. Paul was also here for the Carnival, and Paul also filmed the Carnival as well. Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway, it leads me to a question, this, because it's tied to the Carnival. And thanks, Paul, for your filming, by the way, and the fact you managed to eventually find the right bus to the airport, which he might tell you about. So I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I'm going to tell you mine. So I don't know if this is a thing as you get older or something, but what's the dumbest thing you've done recently? Anything coming out of the dumbest thing you've done recently?
Okay, now we have to wait.
Okay. I'm trying to remember something, but I can't.
Getting out of bed today?
Yeah, probably.
That was a bad one. Yeah, guys, has anybody done anything really dumb recently? Because I'm going to own up to something in a minute. But I want to know if you guys.
Switch on the studio lights for looking.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
We're all looking pale. Or we look pale.
I always look pale. What do you
Studio
mean?
lights are on.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
Considering I live in a tropical paradise, I'm very pale.
Studio lights on. Continued working. Paul Tears continued working. That was dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
The fixes after work. I'll watch later.
It's Sunday, huh?
Oh, quite Sunday. What you had to work?
Refinanced my house. Lawn. Oh, this is a bad idea.
Oh, holy crap.
A few years ago now, I'm nearing retirement with a mortgage. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
It looks horrible. It sounds horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Warwick.
I can agree there. That was not a good idea. Too many
Left all my good. Left all. Oh, PM Crisp. Oh, can we show him what PM Crisp left all my goodies at your office? Are you referring to this?
No, wrong camera.
You'll have to get it off there anyway.
Something green.
Something green.
El Pro.
No, it's gone, and I only have one hand.
Yeah.
Do I hold the camera for you?
So Detlef spent about an hour and a half teaching Paul consider what's in this box.
No, you want to show?
Yeah, he spent an hour and a half with
chaos, guys.
Paul.
Sorry for the chaos. I only have two hands.
I'll take this.
Okay, the sombrero goes bye-bye.
We need the sombrero.
Yeah, we're going to bring it back.
So we just here. It's not far away.
Oh.
So, yeah, Detlef spent about an hour and a half teaching Paul how to flash an LED with an Arduino.
Oh, it was open.
It was open. And I said, I'll tell you what, Paul,
this is cool.
I don't have any need for this, so I gave this to Paul. So there you are, mate. You can have that for all your help with the filming on the Carnival. And he forgot it. As he left here, he says, I think I've forgotten something. He said, well, I've got my phone, I've got my documents, I've got my bags. I said, yeah, you're okay. And this is what he forgot. So I said, Paul, next time anybody's over, I'll ask them to do me a favour and take this back to the UK and post it from there.
Yeah, and that should be.
So
done.
we'll look after that safely unless Det needs something out of it.
Oh.
So what's left then?
So I'm going to tell you that.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff coming in.
Okay.
40 and a 30, yeah, this is a better idea, Neil, yeah. Drawn my pension while still working, HMRC Buster, it's okay.
His Majesty's Revenue and Customs.
Okay.
Installed a microprocessor without flashing it. Can you flash with Arduino?
That's a stupid idea. You're right there, man. TWL,
Yeah.
And
I think I've done that.
You maybe want to explain a bit more what microprocessor and a bit more.
Yeah.
But you want to tell your story then?
I do want to tell my story. So, at the Carnival, my sister, who's a little bit younger than me, she was dancing around like crazy while she was filming, which is bopping up and down a bit. But she had a very good gimbal, which we lent her, so she did some very good video. So, she said, I sent her a link to one of these songs. They played a song at the Carnival. It's follow the leader, follow the leader. It's like a dancing song. Yeah. And she says, I've got an earworm, I can't get this song out of my head. So this afternoon, I went and found most of the Carnival songs they play at the Carnival, which is quite easy to do because on one or two of the videos, they gave you like these copyright, not claims, but like, this is not affecting your video, it's allowed on YouTube. So it gives you the names of the songs. But there's one song they play, which I call it the Dam Busters music. It's like a brass band. So I can't find this song. So I'm searching Google. What's that? That brass band song. So I thought Shazam. Exactly. So I got the Shazam thing, and I found the song in the video, and I'm playing it, and it says, thinking about it. Then it says, this is hard, and then it says, searching further, and it says, can't find it. So, okay, well maybe there's too much crowd noise. So I found another video with it here, and I went through the video and I found it in this one. And I stuck the thing
I hope
up.
you're watching this.
And it did the same thing. It's like searching, increasing search, this is hard, and then I can't find it. I thought, well, why can't it find it? So I went off for a siesta, as you do here on a Sunday. And when I got in bed, I thought, you daft bugger, the reason it can't find it is because you're listening to it on your headphones. So I'm pointing the phone at the screen and I've got my headphones on with the music.
Okay, yeah.
That's a nice one.
I haven't thought that one.
That's why it was the dumbest thing you've done recently. So when I came into the office with the speakers on, as you came out playing it, and it's actually the band of Agayeti. It's from this island.
Ah, it's from this
Okay.
island.
And it actually did find it. After some search, yeah. I'm thinking, well, I could hear it clearly enough.
This is hard. Yeah, it's hard if it doesn't hear anything.
Oh, see now, moved. I know. It's just an age thing. It's like,
Oh, there's a birthday coming up, right?
yeah, it's my birthday on the 17th of this month.
Yeah.
17.
17th of this month is my birthday. And I'm old enough to claim a UK pension, which I haven't paying. And I can't decide, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's like...
I would say it's a good thing because you don't need to rely on working anymore. But
sorry, a UK pension, that's not enough to live
Oh
off.
yeah, no, sorry, I forgot.
That's not enough to live. That's nowhere near enough to live off.
I was thinking in Swedish terms, that's about 4 times as much.
Yeah, the best thing with the English pension, I don't actually have a full contribution. So the good thing of it is, I actually have enough money to live off from other thing I'm doing. So that's just going to be that'll be my pocket money for buying nice things for myself.
You already have pocket money from AliExpress as well.
No, that's Julie's because that's Julie's pocket money. She's the boss. Yes, I don't know, guys, if that's good or bad, but we all have these moments. I know it's crazy. Yeah, UK pension's about 220 a week.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah,
that's
I don't have a full set of contributions, so I think mine's going to be about 150, 160 if I include the Spanish gears in as well.
Yeah, I don't have any.
So-
I don't have the full contribution.
Apparently, in Sweden, it's about 3,000 a month. Euros.
Yeah, it depends on how much you worked, but yeah, I have about saved up so I can get 2.5 grand, 3,000, and I didn't work many years in Sweden because I moved here 12 years ago. So, but I did have a very high-paying job for a while there.
Yeah. So
That helps a lot.
good. So, shall we do some electronics, guys?
Yeah, let's get the sombrero first.
The sombrero first. Okay.
So we're going to do something. Deadlift, go. Your idea. You're talking time.
Well, should be on screen. There.
Yeah.
For the sombrero, yeah. When we built this, Rich came around and said, "I have the sombrero. Can we do some lighting here?" And we did this thing with the 3 chasing lights here that run around the thing, and we did this so it's reflected by the cone and. Yeah, and sadly, that didn't work, right?
It didn't work, no. I switched it on in the evening after the meal. It came on for about 30 seconds. When I turned back, it had gone off again. And it wouldn't come back on again. And so I had another power bank with it, and it still wouldn't come on.
You know, somebody who shouldn't be named probably didn't charge the USB power bank.
I tried to charge this. The other power bank we used to recharge my phone, so that worked.
I told somebody else to check out what the runtime is. You didn't do, right? Okay. Just to show you a little trick for these kinds of applications. This is just for fun. If you want to know how long will this run, because we have this thing here. Camera.
Yeah. And this uses an Arduino Nano, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
One Arduino Nano, that's what's running it.
Yes.
More than enough. Who would have guessed?
Well, we were going to use one.
Since the LEDs need 5 volt anyways, power bank, of course. So I grabbed the smallest power bank I could find. This one here. This is just one 18650 cell with some electronics on there, and. Yeah, this is the whole thing. But how do you measure how long this will run? Of course, you can sit by it with your phone and wait for it to go off.
Yeah.
Pretty boring, right? Okay, I'll show you how I would do that. I would use camera. This little thing here. This is a USB analyzer. Yep. Okay, how do we do the power thing with that? Okay.
This is a cheap one.
That's the cheap one. This is a 2 euros thing.
Maximum 2 euros.
Yeah. So if you're buying this expensive, that's probably a 2 euros thing. And yeah, I'm with you there. Okay, that's a different one. It doesn't care.
Did I charge that wrong, by the way? Because I just stuck
I have
it.
no idea.
No,
no idea what you did there.
the port is bent inside. That's why he.
That's when I dropped it.
So,
sorry, I was going to mention that. That's when I dropped it on the kitchen floor.
So I connected this here, and I'll show you what the thing shows you. Handheld camera.
It says.
So we're currently running 4.8 volts at 0.7 milliamps. So
0.39 milliamps.
400 mils.
400
around.
milliamps.
Yeah, somewhere there. And the interesting part that's interesting for us now is the little thing on the top right. Top right? Oh, crap.
Let me.
no,
Let's see.
we can't.
Out of the way.
It says T.
Yeah, it's where it says T.
Okay,
try
sorry.
to get in there.
There we go.
Where it says T. 0, 0.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, we get there.
Oh, it says
Look
T.
at this, yeah. And T will be time.
Okay.
So it measures the currently 00 hours, 00 minutes. And yeah, so you simply reset this by holding on the button now somewhere on there. So if this shows something now, you simply hold on the button and then you're done. And now it's at 1 minute, so runtime 1 minute now. And what you do is you simply leave it running with a full charge, of course, and you simply let it go and see how long this will work.
Oh, how many milliamp hours? Yes, it's going
milliamp hours I don't care about, but I care about time. Because I want to know how long this thing runs.
Couldn't you just calculate how much it draws and how much is in the power bank?
Sure, but I don't know how much is in the power bank. So I don't.
Okay. You mean,
yeah. So.
Okay, fine. If you don't know what the power bank rating is, fine. Yeah. This is good.
Yeah. And this I have a real life output, so not something mathematically, but real life.
Now I have a question.
Hit me.
When this runs out,
It switches off because it's got
Yeah.
some battery protection.
but then the number disappears.
No.
Ah, okay,
'Cause
no, so
if the
it
switch is
remembers.
off, it remembers the number.
Oh,
So the
that-
whole thing shuts off, and
Okay.
you simply plug it in and see what time
Okay.
did it run for. You
And
simply
how-
leave it on for
Okay,
a
so
night.
then it's useful. Yeah.
and this costs
absolutely.
about €2,
Yeah.
2 or 3 euros.
So this function is that on the expensive one?
I actually don't know, but I suspect it probably is. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know, I have one of these expensive ones too. Not the one you have, but this has a timer in there too, so it does the same thing.
What does it
And
remember?
it's horrible complicated because you have to hold down a button, and I can't
Ah,
remember
okay,
for
so
life of me which one. Then you need to plug it in, and then it maybe does a reset. You know what? Get one of these. If it's on sale, 99-cent things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
if you
super
ever
cheap.
want to need to know what the runtime is, of course you can calculate this.
Yeah. Normally the rating is on the bottom, but it's very misleading sometimes.
You know, I have no idea how old this power bank is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. So,
I can't tell you what the state
The
of the
real
batteries
rating,
is.
yeah.
So even if I know, oh, there are 3,500 milliamp hour batteries in there,
Yeah.
I don't know how old they are, how many life cycles they had. So this is probably way. Of course, you can measure the actual charge. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I get the time anyways, and I don't care. I only care
yeah.
about the time.
If you
so-
have the time to wait, that's
well,
perfectly
you
fine.
leave it running it for a night. You simply charge it up once, drop
Yeah,
it somewhere
until
and
it
leave
dies,
running,
yeah.
until it dies. Yeah.
So they thought about that not resetting after it restarts.
Yeah.
That's good because I have bought stuff that advertises stuff like that, and then oh yeah, by the way, if the power runs out, it deletes the value. Oh,
Okay, yeah,
perfect.
get one of the cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So,
I actually have one of those.
so let's have a look at. Let's show the guys what this actually is, so we can see it. So we can. Yeah.
Super El Cheapo.
So this is the one. It is a
KVZ?
KEWEISI.
Yeah.
Kawisi.
KVZ, something, yeah. You get them with LEDs in their 2 LED displays, but they don't do the thing with where they
Okay,
give you
that's
the
nice.
time. So
Yeah, those are even cheaper, but yeah,
Yeah.
don't buy those.
So guys, if we're talking about batteries, then this brings me, I guess, to this laptop. So you know, guys, I was looking at this laptop this week. If you saw the repair video.
I didn't.
Okay, so the problem was with this, that there was a open circuit track where the power switch is. So the power switch wasn't doing anything. There was no standby, no 3 volts on it. That's what I read. Why does it fixes the open circuit track? And there was also a short on here as well. So at first the white light just came on, stayed on, power button obviously wouldn't do anything.
No, of course not.
So I then found the fault, we fixed the track, fixed the short. This is when Paul was here, so me and Paul were working on this. What happens now is the power button actually functions. You can put your meter on here and you can see when you press it, it grounds it. But all the standby voltage are coming on and going off at different rates, the 5 volt, the 3 volt, the 1 volt. And either, I think this has an EC embedded controller which controls all the voltage levels. Either that needs programming, and I have 2 programmers here that could do it, or it won't work because I don't have the original power supply, I don't have the battery. So I then went and got the original power supply, made no difference. So I'm now down to the fact that either there's a fault on the motherboard or the EC is corrupted or it needs a new battery. Is there any way we can determine without the battery whether the battery is causing the problem?
can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah.
What happened to the case here?
Oh, it had been dropped previously.
All right.
That's previous damage.
That's not by Richard.
No, I commented at the start of the video that this is being damaged.
Yeah, so maybe there's a problem.
Well, no. Funny enough, Paul mentioned that, so we had a look inside the USB connector on the video, and there's no damage to it. It's
So
fine.
there's no short on the.
No. We get the microscope. You can't see so well on this camera, but we have the microscope and we look, and it's fine.
Okay.
So,
There are.
is there any way? My thought at first is, can you in some way emulate the battery for any laptop so you can see whether or not it's faulty? And then I'm musing on the fact, well, look, if this was a laptop repair workshop, a laptop shop, I would have a whole shelf full of batteries because customers
You
buy
just
them.
pick one, yeah.
I just pick one and stick one on. But I'm not a laptop repair shop, so
Yeah.
Not now.
Not now.
because the other machine is just asking us to do it. And now you do a reboot.
Yeah, no, that's totally not that. Yeah, so what do you think, guys? I mean, is it just some sort of double load needed? Yeah, but it's also a voltage.
That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, but the batteries are smart batteries. They have a controller with ID and stuff. Apple is really bad with that, but most laptops don't care what battery you put in. Really.
Yeah.
So the
what my issue is this: if I now get the programmer, I go and find the firmware, I figure out how to do it, and I do it, which is going to take me probably another couple of hours because that's not something I'm that familiar with.
No, you have to.
I've now spent time doing that when it could just be the battery.
Yeah.
I get that. So at the moment, I've said to Andy, go get a battery. If it still doesn't work, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
And by the way, you owe me for fixing the fault that I did fix because although it's still faulty, the fault has changed.
Yeah, you fixed one of the faults.
I fixed one of the faults, and my other thought is there's probably only one fault, therefore it probably just needs a battery. So Handy Andy said when it came in, the battery was all bulged. It had about 3 volts in it, and I've got rid of it.
Yeah, that could also have damaged the charging circuit.
Yeah. So I'm asking you guys out there, what would you do? I mean, I'm not a laptop repair shop, and maybe that's what makes this more difficult.
No, this is a strange one because you actually get the voltages. Otherwise, you are missing one of the rails normally. If the battery charging circuit died because of the battery bulging, you would be missing the charging voltage.
Oh, okay, so what happens is, if we can get the camera over, I have, on this one, this is 3.3.
Yeah.
No, sorry, this is 5.
Okay.
This is 3.3, and they're going on and off. Over on the thing here, this is like about 3.2 volts of the switch. That's going on and off. And then this one...
Hey, Tim.
Hello?
Sorry, just
over here.
Tim came on.
Yeah, this one over here. This one, this is about 1.1 volts. It's going on and off.
Yeah.
Everything else is nothing. Yeah, but there's no shorts on any of them. And on my bench power supply, it's drawing between 10 and 20 milliamps.
That's not.
As these things are switching, there's nothing short, nothing's drawing a lot of power. And they're not switching all on and off at the same time. So like the 5 volts is almost all on and just goes off for an instance. The 3.3 is kind of on and off. More off than on. That's more off than on. And this one flicks on the 3.3 volts for an instance. So
which one is the battery connector on this?
Just to.
So they're being controlled by something. They're not all going on off at the same time.
Chris just said, "Wait a minute, I got an HP laptop. Remove the battery and see what happens."
Okay.
So you got live help there.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know what model number is.
Lon says it's not a simple voltage thing. How much does circuit report battery conditions? There's a bunch of safety stuff because the batteries have been a problem where they got overcharged and other things.
And exploded.
Well, how much does a replacement battery cost? How old is the computer, and does the customer wants to invest in new battery? Lon, this would be exactly my point here, because how many hours did you spend already? 3?
I probably spent about 2 or 3 hours messing around with this.
Go for 3.
Let's go for 3.
So if I would do that, this would be already 150 euros.
Yeah, okay.
At least for a friend. For a friend.
For a friend,
And you need a new battery. This will take another hour or something.
So
you're down to 200 euros already without Andy has made any money.
Okay, right. So first of all, I said, have you got a battery? So, well, you know how difficult it is to get batteries on the island. It's going to cost me about 100 euros for a battery. If I can get one from Germany, it's about 20 odd or something, he says. He says, so I usually wait till somebody's come over from Germany, and he's Austrian. So
no, he's German.
He's German, okay. Wait for somebody to come over from Germany, and then they'll bring me some batteries. So I'm tempted to say, well, get a battery, and if it doesn't work, I'll see if I can program it easily.
Did you reset the SoC?
Reset what?
The SoC chip. It's a HP, so it has a secret reset. So if you hold the power button down, I think it's 45 seconds. Or
okay, I've tried holding the power button there. But bear in mind, there's no CMOS battery on this. There's no battery on it.
No, it's not. It's doesn't have to do with the CMOS battery. You have to have it plugged in to do this.
Okay.
It resets one of the settings.
No, probably I haven't done that. We can try it.
We have some interesting stuff coming in. Anthony says, what if you send the voltage needed into the input side from the plus and minus from the battery terminals?
Here.
Yeah.
This would be probably something I would do.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Okay, I've not tried that.
I know, Lon, I know there are safety
it's the
things
outer
in there.
ones,
And the thing could be when you, what's the thing? There's probably an NTC somewhere if the BMI doesn't do the thing all included. But this is probably something I would try.
I can add a bit more information. So while
Wait, there's more. There's way more. You ask the people and you ask answering it.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Julio has the same issue with the Samsung phone. Guys, do we have to board out to ensure nothing visible happened on the other side and under the shield?
I've taken the board out and I showed it on the video very clearly that nothing had happened visibly. We can see it because we looked at the EC chip, but I can't find the data sheet for it. So yes, I took the board out and looked on the video. I didn't show what was under the shield, so we can show you guys now.
Yeah, we have the shield open, so.
This I didn't do.
I'm trying to read.
Yeah, no, and it's
But
hard.
but I'm answering that question. So that's what's underneath there.
Just the memory.
Just the memory.
And the
NVMe.
And then, yeah. Oh, and one other thing I didn't mention, when these voltages are going on and off, this one, this is nearest the battery charger, and this is switching between about 8 and 11. So that's also
that's
also cycling.
That's correct because
That's
it
correct.
needs 11 volts.
Because
Chris says battery removed starts up fine. Now I need to catch up. Sorry, guys.
It should start without the battery, pretty much.
In that case, if it should start without the battery, and we can be certain it should start without the battery, then I can have a go at programming the EC. Because I've never done that before. Let's do it on video.
Do you have the charger?
Yes.
I want to do the reset trick.
We have the charger.
I'll do it live.
I have the charger. I think I went back and asked.
Galen says HP equals huge problem.
Huge
Nice one, my
huge
friend.
problem.
Nice
It's a
one,
huge
yeah.
pile of crap.
I had a
That's what
laptop
it is.
And I unplugged the processor and memory card and would fire up. Not sure if it was poor connection to the processor and memory
okay.
report start.
I
Okay.
don't want to spill my drink.
No. I had drained my keyboard with coffee the other day. By the way, it's dead.
I haven't done that in a while.
It's now doing something different to what it did before because the power light isn't coming on. It was flashing before. It's on the video.
Is it plugged in? Oh, it's not on.
It says on. Now it's on.
Okay, try to get you in here, guys. Okay, see what the people are doing here.
So you hold in the power button, and normally if it's a VAIO or something, you have to hold in the special VAIO button. But this is not a Sony VAIO, so let's go.
And the battery button does actually work now. Okay, so the white light's on.
So you have to hold it about 45 seconds, and it has a place in the.
Okay, the white light's gone off and stayed off now.
Yeah, and you leave it. You hold it in a while more, and it should come on in a while. Again.
Okay. So it's behaving. So the button does work now. I mean, I've proved the button does actually work.
Yeah, you
now.
need the button working for this.
Yeah.
And some laptops you have to hold in the.
And the white light's come back on again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then it. And
Off again.
Okay, and now it blinks. Okay, let's see if it starts up. It's solid.
No, all you have to that flicks off and comes back on.
Yeah. So it's boot looping. Yeah, it is boot looping.
It's well, it's not boot looping.
No, not really. Boot
Because if you switch it over, and we get the multimeter. Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That wasn't a good move.
That was not unplug power. Before you do anything else.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I forgot this was loose.
Ooh.
We clip it on again.
Lon, I personally I didn't have a. I think I did have a laptop that didn't start without battery too, but I'm not sure.
I think I've seen one of those.
You know,
let's see what it's doing with the light.
Okay, so the light is on.
It's flashing on and off.
Yeah.
Right, let's get the multimeter
Yep.
so we can see it.
So it's.
Volts, yeah?
Yeah.
So if I now go onto ground,
Yep.
and we go onto the switch, this is where the broken wire was. Now watch what happens. Look there, you see it come on for an instance. Wait a bit.
Oh, okay. So
Watch. Comes off an instance. Okay. That's that one. But have you noticed the on time is very short, yeah? Right, this is the battery. 8, 10. But that's on a much slow. The cycle is slower, yeah.
Yeah, but that's actually correct behavior.
That's correct.
For the charging socket.
This is the 1
Patrick
volt.
says the fluctuating voltages resemble some sort of fault
Watch.
condition.
1,
Yeah.
0.
That's what I think too.
1. But the duty cycle is different. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, on the different.
Yeah. Now if we go to this one, this is the 5.
Yeah, that's stable.
No, it's not. Watch.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a lot longer.
A lot longer.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the 3.3 is on, off.
So it's
on.
cycling the power.
So it's cycling. Yeah, and that's the only ones that cycle. So the CPU and the RAM. So that's CPU, PCH or graphics. This one I think is RAM because it's about 45 ohms, and they never power up.
Okay, that's a little bit weird because if it's on the rails at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's not all of them. And as I say, when I have my bench power supply where it's doing this, it's going 10 milliamps, 20 milliamps, 10 milliamps, 20 milliamps. So it's not like there's a short.
Yeah. The thing that's bothering me is it doesn't even try to start spinning the fan, even if it gets power.
Yeah.
Because the power is reaching here if it's turning on a little while.
Any more suggestions? It's a strange one.
Duma says that we tried with our keyboard and touchpad.
Try what? Disconnect the keyboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, let's take the power off.
Yeah.
Here's the keyboard.
And this is the touchpad, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the...
the small one.
That's the touchpad.
This one.
I don't know what the small one is. There's a small one here as well.
Yeah, let's just disconnect.
That one, disconnect the keyboard.
Yeah, I pull it out.
I've flicked it up, haven't I?
I think so. No, you haven't. There we go.
Okay. Okay, keyboard and touchpad off.
Yeah, a good idea because I would disconnect one thing at a time to see if it actually starts up.
Same thing.
The light is still.
Can this now start up because the keyboard has the power button included?
It doesn't. The power button's over here.
Oh, okay.
It's on a separate board, yeah.
No, it's still doing the same thing. I'm sure if you check one or two of the voltages, you'll still see that we've got the same. So, for example, on the 1 volt.
Yeah, it's still doing it. So,
on.
Yeah.
Off.
Yeah, a good idea because it could be a shorted
so it's
keyboard.
not
that.
But and to me, the fact they're going on off at different time or different duty cycles, something is controlling all of these.
Yeah, probably the
EC.
Yeah, EC. Yeah.
And I also suspect the EC has got another standby supply off the linear regulator because when it goes down to 10 milliamps and 20, it never sort of goes like there's no power coming in.
Backyard Electronics says, hello, there was a piece of track missing off the board. Were you able to find it? Could that be causing the problem?
A piece of track was missing off the sort of switchboard here. So there was an open circuit. In fact, you can see it on the top. You have to get very close in. There's a bit of track missing here.
I don't want to go over like circuitry here.
Yeah.
There's the bit of track missing.
What would cause that?
I can. My best guess is liquid damage because there was some gunge on this. So anyway, no, that red wire links. That bit of track missing meant that there was no standby voltage, no 3.3 on the switch.
Give me a sec. I just want to check something.
Okay. It's strange.
I'm almost done. I promise.
No, you're welcome. I put this out to the guys out there.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen this particular fault before? I mean, that's the RAM supply.
Yeah, I know. I'm just checking to see because it didn't come on at all.
It doesn't come on at all. I think it's RAM because it's right next to the RAM and it reads about.
It's the same on both sides.
What, you're reading in diode mode?
Yeah, no, that was intentional actually.
Okay, if you go to ohms range, it's about 45 or 60 ohms or something.
No, because this one is
Robert suggests possible faulty RAM. Can you remove it?
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, burnt RAM. That's what.
Well, can I say, if it's possible faulty RAM, how can that be faulty when the CPU voltage never comes on?
Because they pull
maybe
it low.
the CPU voltage comes on so fast that you can see it on the multimeter.
Pretty much, you need an oscilloscope. Yeah.
As far as I can see, the CPU, there's two.
Let's remove both sticks and try this again.
These two here, remove things that way.
Actually, we should remove the NVMe and the Wi-Fi
So these two supplies, one reads about 9 ohms, one reads about 5 ohms, and that one. So this, I think, is the CPU.
Okay, let's see if it
does it?
just spins the fan. That's pretty much what we need. Fan spin.
Fan spin.
Watch,
Yeah.
Lewis
Lewis
no,
Rossmann.
still flashing.
Yeah.
Is there another light down here? Watch. Look here.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a small light on the actual
Under
button.
the switch.
Yeah. The actual button has a small light. Oh, I got the shock. You don't know
You
how.
got a shock, how do you get that?
I probably touched pluses and minuses at the same time.
There's another LED under here that was just flashing as well. When this one goes out, there's an orange one here that flashes.
Okay, we can't troubleshoot this online now because this is going to take forever.
Yeah.
But good suggestions, guys, because this is hard to do because you should be able to get error log from one of the chips. I have disconnected the power. Don't worry.
Yeah. My next guess is to try to reprogram the EC if I can get a suitable dump to put in it.
Yeah.
I have two programs here capable of doing
it's
it.
HP, so it should.
Again, how much time you want to spend?
Well,
should be easy enough.
Yeah, but there again, sometimes this is not about doing a economical repair. This is about learning. This is about learning.
Okay.
Different approach.
Yeah. Labor of love. Okay.
Labor of love is fine.
Not even a labour of love, a labour of education.
Yeah.
Because if we can figure out what's wrong with this, all you guys out there, if you ever see this, you'll have a very good idea of what to do.
So it's one more for your.
No, I'm not saying it will be the same cause in every
Not
case.
agreeing here, because this is a complex machine. Chances are you get the same fault twice. Are astronomically small. And chances are people getting the same fault as this thing has are also astronomical.
Yeah, and it is a very strange behaviour.
Yeah, this is fine, and I'm all up with the labor of love thing.
Okay,
but for economical repair, this was your word.
It's not worth it.
No, this is not worth it.
If it's for yourself,
yeah,
fine.
if it's for yourself, yeah, true.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
If you're running a business, this is a money sink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll ask the guys. Do you think this is worth repairing for the sake of education?
Yeah.
Or is there nothing to learn here?
Yeah.
Chris says this is exactly why I always say no to repairing laptops beyond obvious faults. Chris,
True.
Lon says this is why laptops drive me nuts without a schematic and a good understanding of the check routine. It can be very frustrating. I think you're at this point right now, right?
Okay, somebody has sent me, one of the subscribers has sent me schematics, which he thinks are the correct ones, and I think he sent me some firmware as well.
Schematics, that's really good. That helps a lot because you can find the fault code lines on the EC.
Yes, you could.
So you can check them.
Well, you think you could, but the EC is a BGA chip.
Yeah, but there should be a VIA or something.
Yeah. There should be a VIA.
We always have to communicate with the customer about the total cost of repair.
Yeah.
At some point, it may become not repairable due cost. This is what I do. I would ask the guy, okay, how much money are you willing to spend?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if the no fix, no fee policy, you're doing this too, right? It's very fair for the customer, but there's a limit where you can say, okay,
you have to stop somewhere.
Yeah.
I agree there because you can sink in hours upon hours. Now I'm doing my friend a favor at home. He gave me a Sega CD add-on for the Mega Drive to fix, and someone else has tried to fix it, and it had leaking capacitors. So all the legs are gone from a 250 pin chip. There are probably 70 traces ripped. He ripped off capacitors with tweezers, I'm guessing, because he ripped a lot of pads everywhere. He soldered wires from one main board to another. He ripped all the pads there. So for me to fix that, it will take me probably north of 72 hours of raw work because I have to fix all the traces, everything. And then I'm not sure even if the chip survived it.
True.
And it's a custom ASIC, of course, so you can't get them.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. I've been thinking now what everybody's saying here. I've never made a video about EC programming.
That's a good point.
So I'll try to program this one. I'll make a video. I'll try to program the EC. We'll see if I can talk to it. Now, I'm not saying whether or not that'll be successful. Yeah.
No, of course not.
And you've just knocked me out.
Now we can adjust the camera the right way.
Oh, sorry.
Because it was way too close.
Can
you turn it
into I do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
My back.
Yeah, that looks better. That looks way better.
Let me do it from here.
Wait,
Further away?
I can do the thing. I can do the thing. Let me do it. This corner must be set.
Yeah.
Okay, right, we're set.
Then we're fine. Then we go.
Just glue it in place now.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, so guys, we'll try it.
Let's see what the people
See
say.
what we can do.
Yeah. Rory says, is there important data on this? Probably on the NVMe, and you probably backed up this.
I can take the NVMe off it.
Yeah.
As long as he didn't use a BitLocker or something.
Patrick from Belgium says it's certainly not worth investigating the kind of errors. Sometimes I can't help but spend many hours on just because I want to know what's the fault is.
Yeah,
This is what Richards normally do. Yep.
I'm the same. I think way too much.
Paul says I was parts people, which makes me realize I'm not ready to do laptop repair. I
would agree there. Yeah.
The other consideration is the age of the laptop. Is it worth repairing or just an extra couple of years use? True.
Yeah.
Laptops are cheap nowadays.
Warwick says, go for it. It's repairable. It's better than throwing it away. Warwick, yes, on one point you're right with that. But again, customers, this is not our laptop. This is not a good friend for you doing this for. This is a customer. So how much money is he willing to spend? Yeah, Mookie says, did you use thermal camera on the HP dia or on the HP laptop?
No, because it never draws more than 20 milliamps.
Okay, so there won't be any.
There won't be any heat.
Yeah. Mantico says it's only worth spending time if you own education, if you have the time or to spare.
Yeah.
That's
a fair point.
Greg M says BitLocker is enabled on Win 11 automatically if you log into my MS account on Win 11. True, Greg. So
that's what I said.
Data recovery could be a thing. Yes. And I saw
you can recover your BitLocker code and unencrypt it outside the machine, but it's a pain in the ass.
Okay, well, I'll ask Andy what's on there. And there's a data. I mean, you're correct. Actually, it could be more successfully make a profit by getting the data off it.
True.
Okay. So interesting, guys. But I think I would like to try it to see whether or not I can actually talk to it.
That's how we learn to program stuff.
Is your PSU current meter fast enough? Okay, right. No, it doesn't go into protection mode. It just goes.
Does the PSU turn off or not?
No.
It doesn't. It stays stable.
Yeah, it stays stable. I can't see any low resistance or shorts on any of the derived rails. It draws between 10 and 20 volts. I could be wrong. Here, but all my sort of like gut instinct is telling me the thermal camera's not going to help.
No,
for all the reasons I've got. I mean, I can always be wrong, guys.
Not with 20 milliamps.
Yeah.
So with a complex system.
And normally my power supply flicks very fast into protective for something. It's extremely fast.
20 milliamps is not enough.
It's not good as protection mode. It never draws more than 20 milliamps.
No, I mean the PSU from the actual laptop.
Okay,
but
so
you powered it from PSU.
For most of the time, it was powered on my bench power supply.
Then
and I had exactly the same as 10, 20 milliamps. I then thought, well, there's a sense pin on the power supply. Maybe that's the problem. Or the battery, maybe that's the problem. Yeah. And I'd like to eliminate them both and then maybe try to program the EC.
Sometimes the power bricks for the laptops go into some kind of rebooting.
Yes.
And you have to unplug it and plug it in again. But sometimes it gets stuck that way, even if you unplug it. That's what they meant, I'm guessing.
Okay, no, the bench power supply.
Yeah, no, if you use the bench power supply, you eliminate that completely because it's a constant current, constant voltage. So no, we had something else to look at.
We have something else to look at. So next one is this one.
Yeah, I was guessing.
Oh, Detlef, what have you done? What have you done again?
Splurging again.
Look at this, we were at the car boot sale.
And look what Detlef found.
And we could have bought 3 more, right?
Guesses on the battery compartment.
Okay, so the guy started, it was 10 or... I got him down to
8.
I got him down to 6 in the end.
Yeah, he started with 8 and we paid €6. So, yeah. And we have no idea.
It's not that crispy. It's not as crispy as the other one. It's fine.
So €60.
Yeah. But battery, something's rattling
something
inside.
Yep. And there's missing screws already. Yeah. There is a loose screw somewhere.
There's something loose in there.
And there's Missing screws? No, it's not.
I don't see missing
No,
screws.
it's actually no missing
What
screws.
we do see,
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit
Let me get in
of
there. Let me
rust.
get close. Let me get close.
Not as bad as the last one though.
Not at, but no, yeah, we've seen worse.
We have leakage here, green
Yeah.
gunk. We have some, yeah. So it could have leaked down there because
there's a bit of brown gunk as well.
there's a convenient hole exactly underneath the
Yeah,
leakage.
this was what I was thinking. So we maybe have a dead one again.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
this is probably fixable compared to the other one. The other one was gone.
I will get a
Yes, I
screwdriver.
love
Yeah,
keyboards, and yeah, I'm starting an unhealthy collection thing with these.
You didn't
Not a
like
good idea.
your retro collecting. What
Yeah.
happened?
No matter, I'm
Here's a
using it.
psychosomatic screwdriver.
Yeah,
The one which is twisted.
Oh, this is the psycho.
Or this, or million from this other one.
The psycho.
The psycho screwdriver.
Psycho screwdriver.
Chris, on the topic of Win11 and BitLocker, if you do your install stick with Rufus, then you can select if you want to have BitLocker enabled or not.
Is this on? No, it's not.
So no.
Converted to lithium-ion power. Paul, if this lives,
there we
I
go.
probably want to have something like USB-C as a power source.
Yeah.
And this runs on 7.5 volts.
7.5.
So we are guessing there's a 7805 in there anyway somewhere. And could be a conversion to USB-C, you know? Like we do.
Yeah, it's worth converting everything you can to USB-C, let's be honest.
I'll show you what Carlos does here. Oh, the church people are coming in.
Time for God.
Time forgot? Who forgot what?
Yeah, time forgot, yeah.
I had a very strange theory about creation. We can talk about it later if you like.
Come on, Carlos is screwing around. You can do this now.
I asked my sister. Okay, so I asked my sister. My mother's Christian again now, apparently. So I said to her, well, when God created like everything,
Yeah.
and he said like he saw the darkness, so he created light. Let there be light, and he created the sun.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
But okay.
So what I figured out was that if that was the case, then
Oh, Chris, yeah, gotcha.
if it was all dark before the sun, then there were no stars either.
No.
So you'd have to create the stars, but you can't create them all at the same time because of the light years away. So God would have had to created all the stars at the right instant. So at the instant he created the sun, the light from the stars reached the earth at the same time. So he was like a pre-planet because of light travel speed. So that kind of like makes it a
Or maybe it's just related to Santa.
yeah. See, that's my theory.
He missed one.
They can teleport.
This makes no logical sense
No, of course it doesn't.
because of the light speed.
I will piss off.
Otherwise, it would have been like they would have gradually appeared. But if you pre-planned and made them all at the right time, then all the lights would come on at once.
I will piss off a lot of people now.
Whoa!
Oh, nice foam.
Oh.
This looks
Yeah.
pretty
My
decent.
mother couldn't answer that one, by the way.
No, of course
But
you
we
can't.
don't have any battery acid ingress.
No, we don't.
We don't.
This actually should work.
So, okay, a
let's-
bit of PCB porn here.
No leakage under
This
the
is clean.
capacitors. This looks good.
Where's actually sound chip?
We could just give Det a coffee. That'll solve the problem.
Yeah, this will kill the keyboard.
Because Det
instantly.
knocked the coffee over.
Hello,
Yeah.
Paul!
No, this looks great. Actually, this should work out of the box. Have you plugged it in?
No,
No.
Ooh.
Shall we try some batteries?
No, come on, let's. We have the
we have
power
that.
adapter for the other Casio.
We have batteries. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they done away?
We have this.
Yeah, we have this. And
What
this
voltage is this?
This 7.5 volts.
Yeah, but then there's polarity. If you remember last time. We have
Yeah, but
This time we can measure.
No, and it actually states. Oh no, it doesn't. State
Let's
the
just
polarity.
stick some batteries.
Stupid.
I have
Oh yeah, it's
what?
center negative.
See? Center negative.
Yeah, we forgot to check what
Yeah,
was
what's a rattling thing?
Okay.
Okay.
I found it.
You found it?
I have more.
Another
I have
spider.
batteries.
No. Plastic piece that broke off
Alright.
from somewhere, a rib.
All right. Okay. We can live out without it, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of the clips, I'm guessing. Let's see. All of them look fine. From the top, maybe? Yeah, it could be. Okay, let's see if we can find the missing piece.
Okay. Now I want to know.
Ah, here.
Okay. Well, we can live without that.
Yeah, it's not needed.
Where the heck is the sound generation?
Probably 100 here. Yeah, because this is just buttons.
Well, let fate
Or-
decide. I have a mixed lot of 5 batteries. So if all the batteries are good, we try, and if they're not, we can't. So
Okay.
one mixed handful. What voltage do we have?
Don't we need 6?
No, 7.5 volts. Remember?
Oh yeah, 2.
Math.
Math.
Not my strongest part.
I need something to scrape away the crud and some IPA.
Okay.
please.
Well, before you even do that, let's see if the batteries are any good, because that's all I've got. I've managed to scrounge together 5.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get into the shot.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I've picked up 5 batteries lying around. What's the likelihood of them all being good? What do you think? 20%.
What do you do?
Because the chance of
Yep. This is half empty.
that was off.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have?
Come on, this goes to 7805 anyway, so we'll
So this
probably
one
fine with
is
anything.
Yeah.
1.6.
Oh, it's fine. It's
Another
just
one?
a crap battery.
Is
Doesn't weigh anything.
1.6. Next
Ah,
one.
bug!
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Cockroach.
Bug!
Okay, give me a sec.
Kill it!
Yeah.
Where's
Ooh.
my flame? Where's my freaking flamethrower?
Ah!
Ah! It's coming this way!
Come on, come here.
Oh!
There we go. Done.
Ex-cockroach.
Sorry!
Did you get that on camera?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
god, the vegetarians are going to go crazy, aren't they? 1.579, is that close? You know,
That's close enough.
you got cockroach gunk on your hand there.
Probably.
Ugh.
1.58.
I'm not scared of bugs.
I'm sick. I didn't know if it crawled out of the casio.
1.59. Right.
It was pretty clean inside.
Yeah.
Wait, I shaked it and maybe it crawled out. I bought 2 PlayStation 3s once and they had about 60 cockroaches each.
But my sister wouldn't be impressed because my sister's a
Yeah.
vegetarian.
Can I get a brush and some IPA, please?
I asked my sister if vegetarians spit or swallow. She said it was a very inappropriate question to ask my sister.
Thanks. And some IPA, please. Just to get the green gunk off.
What do you think?
I think this should do, actually. I usually use the
Hi gang, Kalika Kalika.
the deoxit from 3M.
Die Deutschen sind wieder da. Hey, Kaluka.
Okay, let's try this.
Okay.
There, and let's put on the lid and the
Kalika Kalika says moin or something?
Moin.
Moin.
Ja, das ist...
Oh!
it works,
Fuck me.
and it was loud as fuck.
It plays by itself.
Carlos, you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm tone deaf, so this is not good for you guys. Okay, let's turn off the standard.
This is
Annoying.
This is so horrible.
How in the demo? Yeah, they work.
Get a bit more center so I can switch it to the overhead.
Yep, sure. You just don't want to lose your screws, buddy. Because it works this time.
It works.
Yeah, and all the keys seem to be fine. Does it have pressure sensitivity?
No.
We're just being sarcastic.
Detlef, you play keyboard. Come on, do something for
Wait,
us.
I need to get this in focus first. This is horrible.
Okay, Detlef plays keyboard.
Now
Let's
we
see
have
Detlef.
Oh, let's see.
Can we see the picture behind that? He's going to play Capacitor or something.
What is it? Should I play?
I don't know.
What sounds do we have? We have a piano. Okay, guys, imagine this would be a piano. Okay, my fingers are too big.
It was going there.
Okay.
It seems to work fine. For 10 euros. Yeah, it's missing keys.
This is way too short.
It's good for kids, I guess. But it's a classic.
Are these days collectible? They work, I think.
Yeah, they're worth Maybe 100.
Can you do a bit of the Who or something now? Yeah,
What's the Who?
a band.
Oh, sorry. Not old enough.
Okay. Yep.
What else do we have?
Yeah. You have
Now
no,
you have to live to that.
you have
sorry.
no audience. They've all gone home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm nearly done. This doesn't have
Yeah, no, he's just testing the sounds. That's fine.
strings. Okay. And some synth sound.
Sounds like old video games.
What a bit of Depeche Mode or something.
Yeah.
A bit of Human League. That. Depeche Mode.
Okay, now,
Yeah.
now I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm not
I just
good with
can't
names.
get enough.
Yeah.
I just can't. They were playing that on the Carnival actually.
Oh,
on the
okay. I'm just going to turn it off.
Okay, guys, what do you think of Jets playing there?
Oh, come
Paul
on.
says the Who. Yeah, they were like a rock band type, and they used quite a bit of keyboards and something.
I think he knows who that is. Just trolling.
A bit of Depeche Mode thrown in.
Yeah, the bug has been removed, indeed. Yeah.
Well, no.
Don't quit your day job. I don't have a day job.
Lucky bastard.
I knew there was an excuse.
See, we have a band already, and sometimes I need to play the keyboards.
I knew there was an explanation. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm so tone deaf.
John Lord on Casio keyboards. No, John Lord never played Casio.
Are these things collectible? Can we say how much this was worth? How much?
About 100, I'm guessing.
No, let me have
What?
it. No.
Okay, now you get me. Now you get me.
I have the
curious.
I have the computer. Let me do.
They're getting up there.
Oh, yeah, you got the computer over there.
Okay.
I found a MIDI keyboard for the
What is it?
AVG32 Sound Blaster.
Mhm.
And it cost about 200 euros.
Paul says 55. What?
Yeah.
Really, Paul? Sure.
So what?
Casio PT100 55
Yeah, I'll
for
find
6
some.
euros. When? Well, this was a steal then.
eBay. We'll use the UK eBay. Let's have a look. eBay UK. So what's the model? What's the model?
Yeah.
PT100.
PT-100.
Yeah.
Casio PT100.
Casio PT-100.
No,
yeah.
that doesn't work. You have no lock on.
Okay, I can do it. Casio PT.
No, you still have no lock on. No lock on.
Oh, do I really? Okay.
Numlock is
That numb lock, yeah.
It says numlock.
Casio.
You still have no lock on.
Pete. Oh, mate, it sounds like a president. Oh, sorry, Carlos Prestige.
Yeah, and then you pressed it again.
This time it worked.
Gosh. 100. I have it. I found it. How much is it
Go
worth?
for it.
Well, people are selling them. People are parts only.
Don't trust those numbers. Just go for sold.
Yes, I go for sold list.
And the other ones are PT1. This is a PT100.
advanced.
Yeah, PT100 is probably more advanced.
This one, no advanced listings.
Sold items.
Sold items. So this is what people have paid for them.
That's usually
Somebody paid £40 for one.
and 22 in shipping.
It was boxed though.
Okay, box, I don't care.
Okay, but look underneath. There should be some more. 4 euros. That's not.
This
bad.
one's working for that's €5. That's what you paid for it, that.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
this one sold for $35.92.
Wow.
So
Oh, that's boxed again.
Okay.
there are a lot of boxed versions.
This is also boxed.
Well, you know, we still had a good deal there.
Oh, that one isn't boxed. 33.79, 37.56,
40,
41.
yeah. Okay, so,
So,
not 100, but
35. Yeah, so just less than 30. Remember
30,
this.
40.
Remember this is in pounds, so you add 20% to get into euros.
yeah,
Roughly.
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So about 40 something.
You know what? There's so much plastic in there. This is an easy thing to get in a. I show you guys on the camera.
Yeah, and these
I
sold
think
Get in one of these USB simple ports here. Like we did with the drum machine.
No, you don't even need to cut it. I
No,
think
look,
it's
there's
the
some-
same size. You can just slide it in.
There's so much space in here. You simply do another cutout.
Somebody bought the original.
Exactly near the other one. Perfect. It has the indent and everything.
Okay, so they're worth some money.
So you can cut a small slot here and then just shove it in and just piggyback it on.
You shouldn't
that.
modify it because then it's worth less.
he wants to use it, so
Yeah.
it's worth more
You
for
know,
him.
I probably use this 5 minutes and then get bored and
Yeah,
go back to the big keyboard.
Yeah, because the missing keys and stuff. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And big hands.
So that's that one.
Thank you
Oh,
for
yeah, we
repairing
can
my
leave this
keyboard.
here, I guess. Repair.
Can I have my batteries back now, please?
Ah, damn it! I thought you forgot.
those are the only ones I've got.
There we go.
I mean, they're friends, but when it comes to the last batteries I've got, it's another.
It's another story. Yeah.
Yeah, we need more, yeah. Just started to learn about electronics. The difference between repairing and making something electrical with purpose is a whole different kettle of fish. I think I don't get you there. Help me out here, please. What happened to the gimbal? We got a new one. Richard got now an M7 from Hohem. And we the broken gimbal from last time. Oh, you weren't around there.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
I even missed the live stream because I passed out at home. So yeah.
Okay, so what happened to the gimbal? As I went and bought an Insta360 whatever Flow, Insta360 Flow creator kit, and I gave it to Julie, and I bought her a small, very light monopod. It extends to about 1.5 meters, and she was like a demon with this thing running around at the Carnival. So we bought another one, and it's still here. We discussed maybe trying to program that or talk to the CPU, but yeah, it's it. So we have.
Yeah, I don't know what I have planned to this. So. I can see again.
We have.
Oh yeah, we have these. Okay.
We still have more blinky lights if you like.
We have some addressable LEDs here that
Okay.
look like
Okay, let's do
wires with cancer.
Let's do the blinky lights.
Blinky lights?
Blinky lights.
You sure?
Time.
Yeah, do the honors.
Okay, this brings us back to the start of the thing with the sombrero thing.
Okay.
Because when Rich said, okay, can we do something blinking thingy-magics? I thought, yes, I have the perfect things for that en route, of course. Because,
Shipping time.
yeah, you maybe remember the 1mm LEDs, the really tiny ones.
Yep.
But there's a strange one too. And now I have to get the second camera and you have to unpack this stuff.
Yep. Okay. So cancer wires.
Cancer wires, yeah.
Cancer bulges
Yeah.
everywhere. So.
Yeah. Could be a spider laying eggs or something.
Yeah, they look like
Yeah.
spider eggs.
That would work for Halloween.
Now I have nightmares again.
What's it called? Agoraphobia or something?
Yeah, totally, yeah. If you want to see me screaming and running,
Yeah, put some cotton candy around this, or yeah, I could
So
see it.
these blobs here, they actually are addressable LEDs.
Oh. I don't want to roll this out because this will be a mess to roll back out.
Rich, can we steal the nano from
We
your
can.
hat?
We certainly can.
This is a standard connector for.
Rich stealing the nano.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
This has a standard
And
connector
outside
for
are the
thingy.
Yeah, we
the sect people.
We did have another nano which Deck tried to modify, the one that doesn't have the header on.
You mean the one on the desk here?
Yeah, the one that he destroyed.
Yeah, there was something with that.
The nanos are made to destroy.
Okay, see, I thought we had this the wrong way.
Deck said,
around.
no, we don't need this diode and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah, true. We don't need this diode. I remember.
We don't need this diode.
the two sausage conundrum.
We had a thing here. There was a piece of wire. Is it still in here?
Yeah, there was a
No, it
loose piece
isn't.
of wire somewhere.
It isn't.
Where did that go?
Well,
On the sombrero.
okay, so what if we get a bit of breadboard and we get some
Just give me-
DuPont leads?
Just give me some. Just give me some pins.
Yeah, 3 pins. Yeah, 3 pins.
Oh,
and you're
okay.
done.
Oh, that's even easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thinking, man.
Super easy pins. Just shove them in there.
Have a
When
look
the
at
kids
this.
get out
Yep,
of the church,
that works.
see if
Have a
they
look
like
at this, what you can
your
find.
flashy gay
I just
sombrero.
need one of them. This should work. Oh no! Yeah, perfect.
It's a right angled one.
Yeah, because they're longer on both sides, so that's
Okay.
This
Use 3 DuPont cables. It's maybe easier.
no, this
What, female to male DuPont cables?
Even DuPonts, yeah.
there. And,
No, he thinks it's yours.
Ooh, you're onto something there.
I don't think this will work.
Cool.
Won't stay in.
no, it's not long enough.
DuPont leads.
Yep, DuPont leads.
Power bank.
Yes. Too bad they're shorter on one side. No, it would work otherwise. I have actually a few of these with longer.
Does anybody out there think that DuPont lead sounds like something off Star Trek Next Generation? A bit like Jeffrey's tubes.
I just think about
like DuPont leads.
French people when I hear
Well, John Wick Picard. John Wick Picard. Come on. Yeah. No, I have something.
Oh, you have some loose ones. Okay.
There we are. DuPont leads.
No, we're just going to make a bit of colorful lights here.
Just going to burn up some cables here.
Do we need to zoom in to show what Carlos is doing? So when it's horribly wrong.
You know, I'm all the time I'm focusing here, and I don't have the camera on. This is what happens when
it all goes horribly wrong. Then we can say it's Carlos did it.
Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Skippy, my friend, did you ever read the Expeditionary Force from Craig Ellenson? There's Skippy in there too, yeah, and you maybe want to read
and
this.
then power bank and USB cable.
Oh, come on. You're so demanding.
It's Sunday, come on.
Yeah. USB-C nano.
Yeah, let me find this cable.
Yeah, this is a USB-C nano.
Yeah, because the nanos usually have this piece of absolute garbage. Not the micro A, I think it's called.
Is USB-C to USB-C okay, or do you need a...
Yeah, that works if I have the power bank here. Yeah. I have the bigger power bank.
Big power bank.
Okay, that's the one that also wouldn't work on my hat at the Carnival.
Yeah, okay.
It would be a bit heavy on your head.
Yeah.
No,
I would like to see.
I had a long lead I could have put in my
pocket. Okay, clever.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay. Ready? Oh!
Ooh. They work.
Well, they did.
And the power bank switched off.
Yeah.
They did work.
It did work.
There's a button.
Yeah.
On the side.
Oh, there. God damn it. I prematurely clicked it twice. There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you got it off again?
Okay, we need to stabilize this somehow.
It's on. It's off.
It turns off. So is it?
This is USB-C. Try this one. Try this cable because you're going to connect to the other power bank.
This is the one that wouldn't work on my hat.
Could be that it's. I think there's a short or something.
No. It's probably too low. But this no, it's drawing 400 mil, so this should
it should be fine, right?
Yeah. So let's see if I can get.
So the smart power bank doesn't work.
No, I can get the exposure down. Ooh, sorry for the dark picture, guys.
It's
trying to adjust here.
They're not as bright as the other ones, but
these are very good for wearable things.
Yeah, this is what we thought. So for wearable stuff, this could work pretty well.
And considering the power is going through the Arduino, not too bad.
It's only
PM Crisp, this is why you need to use an Arduino to flash an LED.
There is
with a bit more programming.
No, some of them look dead, but no, it's just taking time before they light up.
And they light up with different colours.
This all comes out at the same side.
Yeah, if we get one bead, you can see.
Yeah, this is what I was looking for.
Get one bead. And you'll see.
But it lights up on both sides thanks to the blob.
Thanks to the blob, it lights up on both sides. It's changing colour.
It refracts internally. Yeah, cool.
So now I'm tempted to say, let's cut out the last one, drop it under the microscope, and see if we can open one of these.
Yep, sure. Okay.
That'll break it, won't it?
Yeah, it will.
But
this is why I want to cut out the last
one. So it doesn't matter because it's continuous.
Okay.
Yeah, right, Paul. There were Skippy. There was actually murder on the episode. Yeah.
How much were these then?
You can ask questions. $5 or something.
5?
Yeah, not too bad then.
Yeah.
Let's remove the DuPonts. Here you go.
It's actually nice.
There's the El Crap.
I mean, they're so pretty, and that wants to destroy them.
There's a nano for your hat.
Okay.
Oh, this is the wrong nano. This is nano.
That's the piece of Krampus nanos.
Yeah.
The one with the really bad port.
The Krampus nano.
Yeah.
This looks like the last one.
Digus. Oh, there we go.
Digus.
I watched that not
okay,
long
wait,
ago.
you can't see what Carlos is doing. Okay, let me get back in here.
Sorry, guys.
Second. No, this is
I don't want to unravel the fire thing. So
unravel the whole thing.
No, you only need the last one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're going to cut the last one
off. And you maybe want to cut it close to the LED because then
there's
the
no
wires
exposed-
aren't flapping in the breeze.
Okay.
There we go.
And this will still work.
Yeah, it
Because
should.
it's the last LED.
Because it won't get confused. Oh, actually, how come we didn't have to tell the Arduino how many LEDs are in the chain?
Actually, I did.
You already did.
Well, I can show you in the source code.
Okay. But we now have to reprogram it because there's one less.
No, because we have to haven't told the Arduino, because I simply drawn the last program we had on the Arduino.
Yes.
And just simply flash the LEDs. And if there are the string is longer than the or shorter than the
It
program
stops there.
LEDs, it simply just
It just
But
ignores
if
the remaining
if
bits.
we program that
Yeah.
longer than this,
Yeah.
they will always
They'll
work.
all flash. Okay.
Yeah. So it's fine. Okay, so microscope, can you
We
bring it up?
can get the microscope up.
it's in the plugins.
Where? It's in Mozilla.
Yeah, and then you go for the little
Hamburger.
no, not the hamburger, the like a puzzle piece.
That thing.
No, the puzzle piece.
Oh, the jigsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Webcam video blah 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 thing.
Webcam video blah blah. Look at that thing.
Oh, great description.
And we now have the microscope.
Yeah.
And you can do
F11.
Oh yeah, we have got an F11. It's function F1.
see whoosh. And it's doing the thing, and you can do a picture-in-picture, and then go full screens. That was good.
Okay, so
Again and down to the right.
okay, there we go.
Full screen.
Finally, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it looks like a blob.
It looks like a blob.
So
If
let's.
it looks like a blob and talks like a blob,
It probably is.
Probably is a blob.
Okay, so let's see if I can reach doing this. Okay, so scalpel or caveman?
I have a scalpel if you wish. What do you want?
Do you want me to go caveman?
It's up to you. What would you like the scalpel?
I think.
Shall I get you some tools?
Scalpel for Carlos. You're crazy.
Yeah, I will be missing a finger later on.
Well, okay, well an X-Acto knife or something.
Done.
There's this knife. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Done, and I did a pretty good job, I would say.
You unscrunched it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did scrunchy things. Okay, now we need to get it back at better.
Yeah.
Osram three color LEDs. I don't think so. This is China.
Focus it.
China
Yeah.
blah blah LED. You maybe want to turn up the light kind of from the thing.
Yeah.
Off.
There we go.
Oh, there's oh.
Oh, why is it so overexposed there?
I have no idea.
It's not here.
Okay.
It's super over.
Crap, okay.
Wait, if I turn down the brightness here, then.
There.
Yeah, there you go. There was in the middle. There was a thing that this actually
Focus
was-
it. Write this down and focus. Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
focus now.
This actually looks like a what's this called?
Could we go closer? Give me a second.
We can get it close.
God damn it, my back. I'm so old.
Yes.
I'm not, but
It's
my
the youngest
bones
one
are.
here.
Put white background. This is a good idea.
Yep, good idea.
Ah, yeah.
Steal a sheet from the
I
printer or
can't.
something.
Give me a sec. Sorry, guys, for the queasy cam. Oh, that's perfect. And then.
White background. if you
Ooh,
wish.
this looks good.
So you don't want a white background though.
No, it doesn't.
Now we're so close. We don't need a white background. We
Yeah.
actually can see the chip.
You just sent me over there. For
Okay.
fun of it, didn't you?
Then it went white.
It's not overexposed.
Yeah, we maybe want to optimize this a bit.
Yeah, okay,
Is
so
it-
we need to fix some stuff. Our stream out overexposes it quite a lot.
I was only testing. Did the
Focus
microscope
is
see?
it?
Try the white background for that Kaluka suggested.
Yeah, could be a really good idea, actually.
So now
Flashbang!
Flashbang. Yeah.
And now I have to find this.
Oh yeah, this looks way better.
Hey, come on! God damn it! The movements are so
Oh, this
tiny.
is way better. Kaluka,
Good idea.
thank you.
Kaluka, well done.
Give me a sec. I'm just going to rip off the plastic so it doesn't want to bend that way.
Right.
And it's upside down.
Of course it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? God damn it! Okay, give me a sec. Sorry for the poor
At least
manicure.
for this time it's not
God
me.
damn.
It's not me.
Carlos is having struggled to get the thing to go.
Flat.
Let me read what Skippy says. I watched your videos about doing on-site repair a while ago, and I got asked to recalibrate an air conditioner
there we go.
thermostat. I had no idea what to bring. I've got walls of components at home. Should I bring boxes or want to each value? Just bring a multimeter, planner, working 2 trips. Sorry for the way off topic.
I have no idea. I don't know how to calibrate them. It's not something I've ever done.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Take what you think you need. Take what you think you need, and you still won't have what you want.
Yeah, no, probably it will be.
And you'll still be wrong.
Yeah, so don't take anything on the first trip. The second trip, take what you find out what you need.
Yeah, probably you need to be on site to have an idea what you're doing there.
Yeah.
And if it's a nice customer, you maybe say, okay, let me have a look before I come around. Yeah.
That's not too bad. Okay, so there is.
Just a little chip. Yeah.
Can we get
A better focus? I don't think so.
No,
Focus is good. Focus is good.
Yeah.
There's a little chip, yeah.
Yeah, but there is a small dot as well.
Yeah, but if you tilt it a bit, you'll see that in the bottom of that thing, there's actually some white areas. Just right, you saw it then. Look,
Ooh, yeah.
just get an
saw
angle.
it for a second.
Just for a second, you saw some there.
Oh,
There, the
the
squares.
parts.
The squares, the
Yeah.
pads.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
actually looks like the little LEDs we had on the. On
It
this
does look
thing.
very similar.
Yeah, it looks very similar to these.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Would this show up good on camera if we power it now?
We could try. We could try.
We have to solder some wires.
No, we
No,
don't.
we use one of the live ones and simply
Just
drop in the
shove them
Arduino.
in here.
Yeah.
Have a go. Have a
Oh
go.
yeah, we could try. Of course, go. Go for it. Go for it.
So you want
So,
some? What you want is some.
Carlos wants to try to.
There's some DuPont to crocodile clip leads.
Okay, which wire is which?
That's a good question. You maybe need. We maybe need the original to have this up.
I have the suitable cables for you
Yeah, true.
in a moment. And that's a
You
female.
probably don't need DuPonts. You simply drop them into the connector.
If you think you can.
Yeah, I can, but I need to know which way around to
Oof.
go.
All right.
There's a DuPont. to crocodile.
Here's the last one. Okay.
You wanna? No, you need to look here because
There.
Oh, right.
I'll show you. I'll show you guys what a problem currently is. Because this is
there. I have what you need. Look.
Yep. I still need to figure
So
out
we have the connector here.
which one goes where.
There's the connector, and now we have to figure out which cable goes where.
Okay, this one goes to the middle and goes to the side. Okay. Middle, right? Yes, this goes to green. So that's the left side. No, but this is this way. Okay. So this goes to green.
They're not RGB.
They are RGB.
Yeah, but it's not like red, green, blue. It's like data.
This goes,
Okay, yeah,
power,
yeah.
ground, and
Yeah.
data.
and the center one goes to green.
We maybe need to have a lighter for this, because this is probably isolated wires. There must be a protective coating on the wires, because otherwise you have a short
Yeah.
circuit all the time.
True.
Is this the way to get rid of the insulation?
Yeah. And the air conditioner is
Helping not at all.
not.
Do you want to switch the aircon off?
No, it's fine.
Oh, no, you've got that.
Ooh, this is a nice smell.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the aircon's helping a great deal because the smell's going Death's way.
It's helping Rich.
The smell is going in Death's direction.
And somewhat mine.
Okay.
Yeah, fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
Yeah, Paul, you're right.
These will help a lot.
I'm scared of my life right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you have
DuPont to crop clip leads.
Yeah, okay. So-
This will give you a good connection.
Okay, so the middle one is the white one. Let's go for.
Well, there's a white one.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a white one? Is it? Well,
Another one goes to okay.
Yeah, I know, but I double checked.
Yeah, I believe you.
I double
I
checked
believe you.
actually.
what's the chance of Carlos getting this right?
Uh,
Well, we got 3 wires, so how many possible combinations are there?
it's
Nine?
it's still less than
It's
10%.
the 9 combinations of
It's still less than
somebody
10%.
can somebody work out how many permutations there are faster than Carlos
But
can
you-
connect it up?
You forgot one thing, Rich.
What?
You can do the same error twice. I can still fuck up.
How many permutations are there?
Okay, and this is the left one is God freaking they bend around. Okay, so the right one is red. Okay, and considering they are placed like this. Yeah, no, this is.
Hang on, is this the reverse because
it was cut off from here.
Yeah.
We probably have to guess this anyway.
Yeah.
And this is the
no.
okay, blue instead of black, but it's close, isn't
Yeah.
it? Blue instead of green or whatever.
Green. Yeah.
Told you I came well prepared for this.
Okay, green,
Green,
white.
white,
Let's burn something up.
red.
Time to burn it out.
Okay, guys, what's the odds? Carlos got it right.
Probably not a 0. I would say 10%.
So what will die first, the LED or the... Well, nothing.
So either the insulation is still there, which could be actually. Nope. Oh, did we turn on the power bank?
I connected you over here.
Because I don't.
Oh, it's working!
Ooh.
I got it right.
What, the first time or the second time?
Yeah, the first time.
First time.
It was a bad connection here.
What were the odds of that? Okay.
Nice one, Carlos.
Okay.
Okay, now we've...
It stopped working.
Well, now everything's
There's a
falling
bad
apart.
connection somewhere.
Of course.
It was working.
Yeah, it was working.
Well, at least we know they're in the right order. Is the Arduino still got power? No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
The
there's
Arduino
never
doesn't
red
have
light.
power anymore.
There we go.
Okay, we have power on the
Okay,
Arduino.
got
It's
something
working.
blinking over there, so
Yeah.
get to the other machine.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, we can see them now.
Wow.
Looks cool.
Wow.
You can even see the small bond wires when it lights up.
You hold this down, the power bank doesn't... Probably the thing doesn't like it.
Yeah,
It's intelligent.
power banks
Pain
hit
in the butt.
It's intelligently stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that.
It works. I got it right.
Wow.
So there's
I always find this fascinating, man.
Yeah.
I totally find
the
this
size
fascinating,
is insane.
Yeah.
Because this is so small.
Yeah.
And these are the smallest LED lights, so you can get either.
Well,
Not
the
even
smallest
close.
though are the 1mm we have on the things right now.
Yeah.
So the dark thing is a CPU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little controller, yeah.
That controls the RGB.
And then you got the three, and the three LEDs. That's it's like two LEDs in the same sort of blob.
So
Yeah.
probably the on the left side there's one on top and one on the low one. One of these must be data in and one must be data out.
Yeah. Good one.
And well, you see the other connection. You got power.
You have 3 extra connections here. There's one going here.
You can't
Yeah,
point it
true.
out.
Yeah.
One on one. So
Yeah, impressive.
one is ground probably.
Yeah, one must be ground, of course.
Yeah. The center one. I guess.
Magnification factor, a lot.
Uh,
Wait, I'll show you the setup here, so Rory.
I have it pretty much on top of it.
Yeah, so this is how Carlos is holding the thing down. There's a microscope and
And if I can just turn this off.
yeah, well maybe we can show the people how this looks behind the scene.
It's super tiny.
Yeah.
It's I would say
Yeah, this is a WS
50
2812. Yeah.
magnification maybe.
Well, it's at least the protocol we're using here right now, and all these LEDs are probably okay.
Yeah.
This is that's right.
Okay.
Pixel.
Yeah,
Protocol.
neopixels.
Yeah, neopixels.
Yeah. This is what Arduino speech would be for these, for
I got it
other
working.
fruit and stuff.
Yeah, well done. So the odds
Ooh,
were
That was interesting.
not
man.
good. Yeah.
And I actually didn't crack the LED when I pulled it off.
That was actually really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that worked.
So now we need to figure out something that we can use these for.
Wearable.
You maybe need something for the
Wearable.
Carnival.
You maybe need something for the gay pride or something.
Yes, can you get a rainbow effect going on?
Sure.
Was that?
Oh,
I need some camouflage when filming the right
make a poncho that
Rainbow.
has
Rainbow.
A waterfall
in rainbow.
in rainbow.
Yeah, because we have until we have about a month before
See,
Pride, so-
see.
Oh,
You can make that work.
Yeah. So now
A waterfall
get your
poncho.
thinking hat on and come up with ideas for I have to program the thing.
yeah.
You can also do
they're trying to help now.
obscene drawings on the poncho that could go
True.
past.
True. Yeah,
So people do the double take.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the best thing with Gay Pride, it's so inclusive. Even straights are welcome to go. You know, it's like.
You would hope so. I live here.
I've actually seen this on the big floats. He says like gay, lesbian, bi,
And
trans,
straight.
hetero.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Why does it need a thing in
So
there?
right,
everyone.
Yeah, but
Everyone's pride.
Yeah, but our pride isn't like look at me, I'm gay. It's a protest. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
It's a party. You know.
Yeah,
it's not,
they're here to drink.
It's not
and
the
have
same.
fun.
They're here to have a party. Yeah.
Mostly to drinking, take drugs, but
A huge amount of straight girls, the local straight girls,
Yeah.
those hot ass brown chicks, go down there because because you can just go and dance with all these gorgeous guys.
we need a t-shirt with that.
and they feel completely safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hot ass brown chicks. That was tell me.
We need an acronym for that and put it on a t-shirt. Because if you go around with that.
A B C H A B C.
Yeah. If you know, you know. And, because if you put hot ass brown chicks, you would get a little more attention. I'm guessing.
PM Crisp knows all about the hot ass brown chicks. You've seen them now, haven't you, at the Carnival?
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. So we have
We have more.
Holy crap!
Let's make a bit of space.
How much time do we have? Oh, we are about 90 minutes in.
Oh,
We have enough time.
we have enough.
So I am going to review this, but I haven't had time to review it, so we're going to try it on the live stream because somebody said they're no good.
No good.
Somebody says, "Oh, that's no good." So
Oh, the other Dutch is in. Good evening, my friend.
Hi, Dutch. Backlight tester.
but it is, and it isn't.
Mystery box. Wait, hand camera's coming up.
It smells weird. Smells.
These guys are so fast today.
Why does it smell so bad?
Okay, so this is sold as a.
Sorry. I'm dying here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it in shot.
Let me find this on. Can I just get out this? I'll show you this on AliExpress. So this is where I got this from.
Well, transistor tester, you maybe can trust.
Transistor tester. Yeah, it is a transistor tester. Well, I'm gonna get rid of this. Oh,
Yeah, that's what it says in the
It's a transistor tester. So this
pamphlet.
I thought this might be useful for finding fake MOSFETs and transistors as well as what we already have. So this is a transistor breakdown voltage tester.
So in the manual, it has a lot of
There are transistors in there, yeah.
Yep.
See.
There are transistors in there. Yes.
Right. Right. I should have it. Transistor
They
breakdown
also
voltage.
show capacitor test and a little bit more stuff.
I'll bring you to the other machine.
If I can just find it. This thing there. IGBT transistor tester
LGBT?
with stand voltage tester.
But this isn't the same.
That-
No?
No, there's two versions of it. So there's a version which you have also has a built-in capacitor discharger.
Yeah. That's
So there's two versions. One's about €17, and the other one is about €20, which has a built-in capacitor discharge. That's hence the two yellow terminals. So it's basically that thing.
Okay, yeah, and the capacitor test, yeah.
It's not a tester. It's actually a discharge. Oh,
It says test.
okay. Well, it's supposed to it's supposed to discharge.
Yeah, it is a sort of test, I guess.
So that's what we have. We have a transistor breakdown voltage tester.
So these are our banana plugs. Okay.
So look, 0 to 3,800 volt. Well, this one says 0 to 4,000 volt. So I think, and I've not tried this, but I'm guessing if we take something like a high voltage transistor and stick it across it, it'll tell us what voltage it breaks down at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be non-destructive because if you look at the current on this,
It's super.
was it is it 110
0.01 or
0.01 milliamps?
yeah, it's the lowest.
So 10 microamp.
Yeah, and 0.5 is next step up, and then you can go up to 5 milliamps.
Okay, I'll see if I just find the exact same one that you have there.
So it's not bad if it works.
If it works. So my theory is
USB-C. Whoa! Usually everything from China comes with a micro USB. I
Oh,
hate.
in the last year they started to update that.
Yeah,
I think because
I hate micro.
their regulations for
Yeah, what does that?
import in the EU or something.
Oh yeah, right. Because of the thing with Apple,
Well,
they forced them to put a USB-C on their.
Okay, first of all, I'm actually on eBay. I'm not on AliExpress. That's
Yeah.
the first problem.
I was wondering why you weren't.
I just didn't even look where I was.
Okay.
But it is like one of these.
Yeah.
So
AliExpress.
AliExpress.
Oh.
Don't go there.
IKEA Express.
Yeah, AliExpress.
That would be a thing.
So
Taser probes included. Yeah, this is.
Oh
what
yeah,
I thought when I heard
yeah.
about
This
this,
is going to hurt if you.
Yeah.
So we're going to try this thing live with no training.
Multifunctional tester.
Transistor breakdown tester. And I thought we'd wait.
Yemelco. What the name?
Right. That thing, that's it.
Yep, that's.
So
the
it's
one.
about €25 with the capacitor discharger. Come on, there we go. 4,000 volts. Shall we put it to English? I'm sure we can do that.
Yeah, we're always in Spanish.
Idioma,
Yeah.
idioma, English.
Yes. I don't read Russian.
Push,
Whatever.
press, go, push, enter. Right, there we are. With transistor withstand voltage tester. So if I give you some high voltage transistor, shall we try it?
Yeah, give me some banana plugs, please.
We don't want to allow any notifications.
Yeah, 4,000 volt IGBT tester.
But it also says MOSFETs, look,
Yeah.
diode, MOS, triode. So MOSFET, triode,
Most things.
most things. And it's a 1,000 volt capacitor discharger.
Yeah, 1,000 volts. That's not bad.
That's not bad, is it?
No, because
There we go.
normally to test those things, it's probably impossible.
I'll get you
The
some
normal
high
home lab.
voltage.
You know, for me, high voltage means 12 volt. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm out here.
I can lick 12 volts. That's why it's not high voltage. Car battery.
Rich,
Yes.
Max says, I like to go to the bright parade and hold signs with some Bible verses on it.
How can you?
How about an LED sign version of Turn around to God, repent your sins. The kingdom of God has come close.
I don't think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
actually, on the previous Gay Pride, somebody was doing that with the Jesus thing and had the leaflets out.
Okay.
Some people were taking them, and I think somebody else had a sign that says God's a homophobic bully.
I'm probably right with that.
And he's probably right with that. God is a homophobic
Yeah.
bully. Homophobic.
I need something to hook it up with.
Why came with some leads?
Hmm?
No,
Oh, it came with it.
it came with leads.
Oh, yeah, I'm so used to not.
So I show you the leads now, guys.
and not
So these are the 4,000 volt leads.
Well,
yeah. I wouldn't say.
Oh, is this
4,000 volts on these. Do you want to die?
is this one for shorting out the gate to the source so it doesn't float? But I've given you some bipolar transistors here. These are out of order for ATX power supplies.
you
So
guys
these
should be
should be-
happy that you're on the other side of this computer, this screen.
Run!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's show the guys
It's
which transistors you're going to test.
We're not going to test this anytime soon. It's discharged because it was on.
Okay. Oh, well, it'll probably run from the power supply.
Maybe, let's see.
So I thought we'd try some of these transistors. Can we get the?
Do you want to die today, punk? Yes, great.
Yeah.
You want to go to the
Yeah,
other
it works
machine?
off the.
It works off the power bank.
Okay.
Yeah, if we go to the microscope.
I don't want 4,000 volts near this. The battery.
I don't want to have 4,000 volts near me.
Okay, so how do you hook this thing up again?
Well, before, shall we show the guys the transistor we're going to test?
Yeah, maybe I'll turn it off. It's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So we go to the tab, then you click on this for the jigsaw, yeah?
Yeah.
That thing. Right, so guys, we're going to try one of these.
Oh, you had it.
I certainly did
That was
have it.
perfect and short then. Can't
I can't have it.
This is right, so that's a 13007.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think if you
007.
look up is a 600 volts transistor.
600 volts.
This one probably has a license to
Deb,
kill.
do you require a beer for this?
No, I'm fine.
I require a beer for this.
Dry April as well. Okay, let's see. So
That's the transistor 13007. So we find the data sheet and let's see what the breakdown voltage is, yeah?
Yep.
So,
So what happens if I put it on max and
Poor
just
quality SD, okay.
13007 transistor data sheet, okay.
Yeah.
So we go to the data sheet. That one, yeah.
yeah, that seems fine. ST.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
This is the thing.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So this is the transistor. So this is a 400 volt voltage collector emitter. Maximum. Oh, 700 volts collector base.
Yeah.
400 volts. So we measure between the collector emitter. It should break down at more than 400 volts.
Yeah.
If it breaks down at less than 400 volts, we know it's fake.
Yeah, and now it is ST branded, and no one would fake it.
Okay, so let's see.
But yeah, fine.
Let's see if it actually works.
Yeah.
And do you guys agree that's how we should use this? So,
Yeah.
so collector is in the middle and
Yeah.
emitter is that end.
Yeah. No.
And I don't think there's a problem with the base flow
But-
on this.
Up in the
400
corner,
volts.
you see the pinout. Yeah.
Yes.
Won't this bridge at 400 volts? Just the air gap? No, or maybe.
No.
You sure?
I don't know what's going to happen. This is live.
But, I know if I put it to 4,000, it will bridge that gap easily.
It shouldn't go to 4,000 because the
makes
transistor
those
should
noises?
break down at 400, and it shouldn't go above 400.
Do you think this will hit up a month?
I don't know. So
Okay, so what do I set the voltage on?
I have no idea.
So 550 is there, so 600 is there.
So set it to 550.
550. Okay. There.
That's what you do, or test, or whatever you do. Says 0.
Start, and that's why.
Start. You want? You have to hold the button down. 4, 5, half.
This will take a long time.
I don't know. I've never. I don't know idea how to use it.
Maybe we need to read the manual for this.
So the instruction manual. That's my. Oh, hold on. You've got the voltage the wrong way round. It's an NPN transistor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is where the 0.6 were coming from.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not a MOSFET. It wouldn't. And I have another one in case it's killed that one.
Yeah, maybe.
It does kind of tell you in Chinese what you should do with it.
There were some English instructions.
Oh, we can try
God damn
a.
it, stand still. The leads are heavier than the NPN.
Okay, so the base you don't use.
Normally it's a hold down the transistor, but not as this voltage.
Try it. 474 volts as the breakdown voltage.
Yep.
And it said 400.
So that's pretty close.
That's pretty close. That's how it's a genuine transistor.
Wonder how hot it gets.
And well, considering you have the current set so low, it should.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's try a.
Just in case. Yeah, you can't trust the numbers on these things.
There was another breakdown voltage here on the data sheet, right?
Yes.
Collector base.
Collector base should be 700 volts.
700 volts. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be in the reverse direction, isn't it, if you think about it? Because obviously in the forward direction, it's 0.6. So you would have to put the negative on the base and the positive on the collector,
Negative.
I think.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Negative on the base.
I would think so.
And
No, the base is the one nearest me,
Oh yeah.
I think. And that should go onto the collector. That's not the collector. That's the emitter. That's the collector.
God damn it. No, it's sliding around inside.
Oh, okay.
It's this high quality crocodile clips.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You pinch it and it goes over the place.
Is that short into the emitter? Just check.
Probably.
Maybe.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
pull it back a bit.
Back a bit.
There we go.
Okay, try it. What happens?
So we
Get it
should get 700 or the max we have set,
Yeah.
which is 5.
646. So stop.
Yeah. So what
Turn
is
the
this-
voltage up a bit.
What is the dial for? Because I have it at 550 max.
Okay, what else is there?
I didn't read the instructions.
And it went to 600. So
Can we get the
okay, let's go to 4,000.
Go
Okay.
for 4,000. Bang!
Right. 807?
Yeah.
So it breaks down at 807 and the rated spec is 700. So again, that transistor is better than spec.
Yeah.
Do you want to try the other one? The other one there.
Do you want to hold the clips while I push the button?
No, I don't want to hold the clip for you.
I tried. Oh, god damn it.
So collector, yes, and then back on the emitter. Make sure they don't short each other.
Yeah,
or
they-
sort of just read 0.
They're not.
But yeah. 486.
Yeah.
So this seems to work. This is actually challenging within spec.
And then
Was
it this way around? Yeah. No, wait. Positive, negative. No, I'm not holding that. 4,000 volts. Oh yeah, right.
Oh, the other way is for shorting the gate on MOSFETs, by the way.
Oh, the clip.
Yeah, the other clip is if you want to test a MOSFET, you need to connect the gate to the source so that it won't switch on. It won't float.
Okay, I won't hold it.
899.
Yep. So better than
Guys,
spec.
I think this is.
Leave it on there. We maybe want to prove that there's 899 volts.
Do you have your multimeter that can handle it?
Yes, my multimeter can handle that.
Because this is it's all fun and games, but I'm not trusting this
I'm
thing.
sure it does. I'm sure it is.
If I would build this, I'd probably drop in a random number generator in there.
So how is this actually telling us these are within spec, which it is doing? So collector on the top.
Yeah.
Collector on the top.
Paul, you know me.
Oh.
12 volt is high voltage.
Go to the voltmeter. Volts, yeah?
Yeah, DC, right?
Volts DC, it's auto ranging.
Reflecting, it's reflecting, it's not reflecting.
Okay, you're on the emitter, yeah?
Yeah, I have my fingers way off.
I'll press the button and I won't touch you. 872 volts.
Yeah, very, very close. 1 volt off, pretty much. So yeah, that could be
this
margin
is,
error.
So this seems quite capable of testing high voltage transistors to make sure that breakdown is.
You hear the whining sound of high voltage or high frequency voltage.
Okay, so I'm going to review that on my channel this week.
Yeah, good.
But so far, from a basic check,
Charge it.
I mean, 27 was it? 28 euros.
That's not bad.
And if you buy the one without the 1000 volt capacitor discharger, then it's about
Wait, does
80.
that have a battery inside?
Does it test Zener
Maybe
diodes?
it needs.
Yes, it can. Yeah, shall we get a Zener diode? Let's get a Zener.
Sure.
See? You're not done. You're not done yet.
Okay, back with it. Does this have a battery inside? Yeah, it does because it's charged. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it is battery powered.
These are the highest voltage Zeners I have, which are 120 volts.
Well, you know, if it would be mains powered, I had a problem when it generates 4,000 volts in
With the
how do you say this? In relation to mains? No, this is not the right word.
Yeah, in reference to mains.
Reference to mains, yeah.
So make sure you get the right way around. So the stripe goes to the positive, it's a Zener.
Yeah, I was looking for the stripe, but yeah.
Antonio says capacitor leak tester.
It is a
That-
capacitor tester.
Yeah, so it can probably do that.
Okay,
You maybe
camera.
want to see what Carlos is doing there.
So we have a 120 volt Zener. It's the highest voltage Zeners I have.
120 volts. I don't need to touch this. It's at 4,000. Doesn't matter because it won't
Yeah.
let through more.
No, press button. 123 volts.
So why can you set this?
I don't know. You'd have to read the manual.
Because
but-
if I do this, let's go down to 10 volts.
Okay, let me show you.
Oh,
The
It's
voltage.
probably caps this.
The voltage
Yeah.
the voltage adjustment must be more than 1.5 times the voltage of the testing transistor. Oh, let's try a 1N4007. That 1000
Patrick
volts.
says, with a built-in battery, I wouldn't put this in my pocket. No.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, click. Oh.
Okay,
Push the button.
so here's a 1N4007.
Yeah.
So the reverse voltage breakdown with the cathode to the red
1,000
should
volts.
be 1,000 volts.
Yeah.
I hate these security.
If you buy this, you maybe want to get better leads. Anyways.
Okay, so turn it up, press the button. 1,530 volts.
That sound is eerie. the beep, the high frequency. When you have a Tesla coil,
I don't use
pretty
this
much.
anymore.
Yeah, the Tesla coil
I
whine.
don't use this anymore.
So I don't use. So,
Yeah, no, I still hear it. I'm still young enough.
so this will test MOSFETs
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
but you need to connect the gate to the source with that other little lead they give you. So this is to stop the gate floating on the MOSFET.
Not a bad idea.
And we can. This will also test triacs.
Yeah.
Yeah, triacs and IGBTs. And the capacitor test. Let's see what he says.
Skippy says, I've got a microwave I'm working right now, and I want to know if those diodes are
Oh.
really rated as high as they claim.
So with the
I have a microwave
right.
working test the diode breakdown voltage in the.
right,
You're asking the wrong guy here. Again, 12 volt is high voltage.
Richard, this is probably the best one.
I have
there.
no idea what I want to use this for. You know, my transistors always ends at 30 volts, and I will think, oh, this is a lot of voltage.
I want to build a Tesla coil, so this
Okay.
could be useful.
So here we have a 33 microfarads, 450 volt capacitor.
I'm not pumping in 4,000
No,
volts.
no, you don't use those. Use the same ones. I think.
What's the yellow one for then?
The yellow ones I think is for discharging capacitors. Let me have one. What the instructions say.
Because
Capacitor test, okay. The positive of the capacitor goes to the red clip. The
Okay.
negative capacitor goes to the black clip. Set the voltage to 150% of the working voltage. So about 600 odd volts, 650.
yeah, so and not 4,000 then there. Okay.
And then it says don't touch the capacitor after testing.
That, not for my microcontrollers.
You sure?
Notice, don't test the capacitor after discharge completed immediately because there is voltage rebounding the capacitor. Oh yeah, we know about that.
Of course, it will charge it up to max voltage. It will have voltage in it. I don't want to touch it afterwards.
Oh,
either.
it says you, hold on, it says you set the...
Before I fry my fingers.
It mentions 5 milliamps. Set the current to 5 milliamps for the capacitor.
There. It could, yeah, because of the
So you got the correct polarity, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you press the button. Let's get the camera right. So this is this is a 450 volt capacitor. It's to withstand at least 450. It says hold the button in, it will start counting up, and when it stops, that is the breakdown voltage.
Oh, it explodes.
Yeah. Oh,
90.
this is slowing down way too much.
Oh yeah, no, it stops at 102. Maybe that is a faulty, or yeah, that only withstands 100 volt. That capacitor wouldn't go above 100.
Maybe the amperage is too low.
But it says you set it to 5 milliamps. What's the maximum amperage?
And
down the capacitor
5 milliamps.
It says set it to 5 milliamps.
Oh, okay, max.
It says set it to 5 milliamps and hold the button in.
0.5. Okay, yeah.
Right, hold the button
Yeah. That would explain why it had that problem.
Now I hear it screaming.
in. Okay, we'll keep going. So it's going over to 500 and...
Shit.
It's breaking down, it's about 400 and something.
Yeah, and then it goes back down. Yeah.
Let me ask a stupid question here. Why do you want to do this?
That is a good question. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, the capacitor, that's obviously charged up to a high voltage now, but I think the transistor tester function, what do you think, guys? I think that could be really useful for finding, you know, fake transistors.
Yeah, this is a
Not
good
it's
way.
not the only parameter, but it's yet another parameter. So we have a MOSFET. We have a tester to see what the RDS on is. This will tell us what the breakdown voltage is.
If you want to blow up capacitors, this works.
That
great.
would work, yeah.
Well, at 5 milliamps, we ain't going to blow them up. Shall we find a MOSFET?
At 4,000 volts, maybe. If you misset this.
Yeah, my answer to this would be buy from reputable source. Buy from Mauser or DigiKeys.
Nah. Oh yeah, don't touch.
This is 300 volts on that. Don't touch this shit.
Do you have something to discharge?
Yeah,
this?
you got it right in front of you. You can discharge.
You plug it into
things.
the yellow light, plug it into the
Yeah.
unplug it, plug it
One
into the yellow
by one.
ones.
Okay,
One at
only-
a time, into the yellow.
If you only touch one, you can't.
Can we get the
calculate.
camera on this? Go into the yellow,
Oh man.
and then get the other one, and go into the yellow. And that should discharge the capacitor. So it says.
You maybe want to switch it on.
Do we?
Capacitor discharge interface, all between.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, look, it's discharged down to 1.9 volts now.
Yeah.
Would you like to measure that with a voltmeter to prove it's discharged?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
trust it for sure.
Okay, what do we have on the capacitor now? Go on, hold the capacitor for you.
Yeah, it shouldn't have anything on.
It says 1.8 volts.
3.5.
3 volts, but even so,
Yeah.
it's discharged.
Non-lethal.
Okay, so we'll try.
300 is not lethal, really.
So let's try
It
a
hurts up a hell of a lot.
try a MOSFET.
MOSFET.
So this one is, let's see, we got the thing under here.
IXT something.
I actually 36N.
You know that the microscope is not on the screen.
I know, but I'm going to put it on now. There. That's the MOSFET. So 36N50P. Okay. So we need to find the pin out so we know which is the source. So let's look for it. 36N50p. That should do. 36N50p. Okay. What do we have? That's it. That's close enough, isn't it? N50. Yeah, let's go for that. 36N50. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
N channel MOSFET. Oh,
That's not correct.
that's not correct, is it?
That's at least the packaging is way off.
Yeah, N50, 36N50. Okay, I'll tell you what, Swarm, what's the pin out of this 36N50?
You know, grab the cheap component analyzer, drop it in there, and
Oh, of course, get the cheap component analyzer. Let's have a look.
just me saying.
And you're right.
Okay, component analyzer, let's get the pin out.
Oh, okay. This is the expensive one. I have only the cheap one.
Yeah, I have the super cheap one.
Yeah.
I got one of the expensive ones for Richard. I haven't fixed it yet. I'm going to. The case is broken.
It works, it's just a physical broken case.
Yeah.
You need 3D printer switch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so that's the MOSFET. Switch. Press the button. What's it tell us? N channel MOSFET. Press the button again. So green is the gate,
Okay.
and then the blue is the drain. So the middle is the drain, and the other end is the source. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can see that. Okay, green. So it's gate, drain, source. Okay. So we're going to test it with the over voltage tester thing.
I've already forgotten where what is.
Okay, so what you do is,
I would need to write
Gate, drain, source.
so you want the breakdown voltage, so it's reversed, isn't it?
Yeah.
So red on the source,
Thank you, Chris.
black on the drain, and then we need to. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Put that to the right place.
This is just the.
Yeah, it discharged.
But now you need to connect the gate to the source so it doesn't float. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we need
like-
to.
Here we offload.
We offload.
So that should.
Which
now,
movie? Come on.
No, I don't
Jaws? I don't know. Okay, so
know. Jaws.
turn the current down.
Yeah, I thought I did.
Okay. And hold the button. What voltage is it? 0.4.
I don't think so.
No, we've got something wrong here. Yes, I went the wrong way round. Of course, that's reverse bias. So that is the parasitic diode. I had it wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
So this one, red goes onto the drain.
Just test until you get a voltage reading.
That's what I would do.
Yes, of course, because look, it's an N-channel MOSFET. We have the gate
Yeah.
shorted to the source, so it can't turn on. And this will be the breakdown voltage from the drain to the source.
That's too much thinking for me. There's three
Right,
possible solutions.
Read the instructions.
537.
537 is a breakdown voltage.
That should be 500. So
Should be 500. Yeah.
Doesn't
So-
this estimate breakdown?
No, this
No.
only gives you VGS.
Oh,
VGS.
But
VGS.
this is normally.
No, this doesn't give the VGS.
Oh, this is.
Oh yes, it gives the VGS.
Yeah.
It doesn't give the RDS.
Yeah, okay.
This is
No,
normally
it is.
what I can only
Yeah.
the only thing I care for. The rest I can get from a data sheet.
Okay, guys. So
Yeah.
full review this week, but this is a damn useful piece of equipment. I think. What do you think?
For high voltage.
For some people.
For high voltage stuff, yes.
For you repair guys who are working on amplifiers, switch mode, power
Yeah,
supplies,
exactly.
anything
There you go.
else, don't you think that's a damn useful bit of kit?
Yeah, for that, I won't deny it. It's really
So-
useful.
Somebody
For some
last time
people.
said this is no good. I have to disagree.
No, it's not. It depends on the use case. Like most tools.
Yeah.
Even my crappy soldering station works as long as you know how to use it.
Yes. yes.
But I would say between the fake detector we got, it was cool. So what do you think, Koika? I mean, surely this does work.
It was me. When we put it down, yes, go to friend.
Yeah, why did you say it was no good? I'm interested. What are we missing something? We can be wrong. We can always be wrong.
Well. Oh yeah. Okay. Richard is a genius.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In asking how do we connect to MOSFET? Yeah.
He never said he was.
No, that's the magic of television. That's the magic of television.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long do we have? And
7 minutes. So
Ask us anything. Luca, do you want to go try your tester again? Because I think this thing was excellent.
I can't get used to it. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometime.
Yeah. I think that's a real.
Yeah, there are tools that I don't use, but they are really useful for other people.
Well,
like,
yeah, it depends on what you're doing, isn't it? But considering I have the stuff I'm trying to fix, I mean, I have that big 10 kilowatt amplifier.
for
I've
that,
got to order a lot of parts for
perfect.
that. And this will tell me if they're any good.
Okay, time to charge this on
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else than the battery bank.
Yeah. Does this actually charge up?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So it runs off the battery.
I did
Great.
that while you were back there.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't want that in your, like I said, they don't want that in your pocket when you're walking around, because you switch it on by mistake with 4,000 volts in your,
Yeah.
your pocket.
that's going to hurt. Yeah.
I know.
You're going to notice.
Oh yeah. If it starts smoking in your pocket, you know what.
Okay, so this goes.
So,
back to the-
questions. Paul asked, do you people retire to Gran Canaria? For me, I can say yes.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to retirement, early retirement. If I'm
Yes, a lot of people retire to Gran Canaria.
yeah. So my doctor says I'm probably getting a retirement pension because my back is so bad.
And
it will take too
actually,
long.
I was asking Richard's folks when they were here, what's holding you back down in
The UK.
in the UK, in rainy England, and
They like the cold.
Expensive England.
expensive England? Yeah, and,
They like the cold.
yeah, and I have to say, life. 2 years now on the island, so life quality for me here is so much better. This morning we were at a car boot sale. It was 20 degrees or something at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, we just strolled around.
And then it got hot by 10.
Yeah, and at 10 it was already at the point where we thought, this is getting a warm day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
need
after
a
the first year without winter, this was such a strange experience to realize, oh, you've been around it for a year and you have never been cold.
No.
Yeah, love this. Really love this, guys.
Huh.
True.
What's that?
What's what?
The USB that's
Oh, this is the nerd sport net.
okay. No, there was a strange USB hooked up there.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's our wireless access point with no password on, but it limits the bandwidth. Tech can point a camera at it very quickly.
It's a nerd sport.
So, yeah, so if you're outside the workshop, you actually have free internet access.
Where
Here.
is it? Over there.
Yeah.
It's sitting over there. Let me zoom in.
That thing with the red,
the red thing.
yeah. So this gives a free Wi-Fi hotspot with no password. You have full access to internet.
Don't tell the people!
But it's actually a warm spot because
Yeah.
it limits the bandwidth seriously. So I have a 1 gigabit synchronous internet here, and you don't get much through that.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't,
I would guess that. Yeah.
so you can't use the bandwidth very much.
Yeah, you can't do much with it. So,
Any update on the solar station project? Yes. So I've sent, when my sister went back on Tuesday, and she posted on Thursday to Tim's projects. I've sent in the one I built. He's doing some work on the processor. So hopefully I'll help him to create a through-hole version. I'll do the PCBs for it. So that's very, very much in hand. If Tim's still watching, hopefully this month, you should have your package Monday, Tuesday at the latest.
Let's see. Interesting components.
ask us anything.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, Tim, so it was sent to you, I believe, on Thursday. Carnival. You've just missed it, it was excellent.
Carnival.
I have some very nice video of a girl in a black basque who doesn't quite stay in it, so one nipple.
Bring it onto this. Come on.
I saw the founder.
Is there enough time? Is there enough time to put it on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we have a few
Okay.
minutes.
Okay,
There's always enough time for tits.
okay. Let me find just one moment. Let me just.
TNA, always.
Yeah, so I filmed this on Gran Canary Uncovered.
Yeah, Richard's secondary channel, if you didn't know, he does.
Well, me and Jet and my wife, Jill.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
And my sister was filming on this, and Paul, PM Chris was filming on this as well. Okay, so we're on AliExpress, right? Let's find it. Yeah, does she stay in the basque or not? I think she doesn't stay in the basque.
In the basket.
you know, a basket. I think what women wear, a corset.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. I was
This-
thinking.
This is the
I'll bring
one.
you over to the other computer.
This is the one.
What's that?
And let me just find where she is in the video. It was about here somewhere towards the end. I got it. Yeah. Got
YouTube.
it. I just need to find where she is. One moment. Not here. Just will take me a couple of moments, guys. I found it. You're not my wrist, and I lost it. Right, she's in twice. Okay, so this is where she comes into the video, and then she comes back in again. What's happened to the actual
Quality.
quality? Should go at let's put it at 1080.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go.
so it's not potato quality. Oh, I like his.
yeah. So this is her ear with the bunny ears on. So does she stay in the basque?
Oh,
Or does
this
she
is
pop
what
out?
you mean.
Or does she pop out? She's in there at the moment, I think, just about.
Slow motion.
Okay, just
Of course you get
so
slow
that
motion.
you know you're still on the right channel here.
And then we go to a bit which my sister filmed. Jane filmed this. You taught Jane really well in 2 hours how to film these sort of things. Yeah. And then it goes back to the girl again, and this is where she comes towards the camera.
Galen, this is Gran Canaria.
Yeah,
This was last week.
This was last weekend.
Yeah, it's here a bit behind us, pretty much where we are.
Yeah, just down the road from us.
Yeah.
We walked down to this. Right, she's here again. So now, does she stay in the basque,
Probably not.
or
because-
does she pop out? Does she pop out?
Let's see.
There.
What?
Do we have? Did she fall out of the basque? What do you think, guys?
That was the point, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Of the,
Who did this camera work? When did the camera fall over?
Yeah, okay. Guys,
wasn't
go
me.
find the video and play it in 4K. It's better.
I wasn't there, so don't blame me.
Yeah.
I was at home.
I think she fell out.
Okay, 2
Well, be the
hours.
It's
I
a
might
way
try
to-
to get over there in the summer for a week or so. Oh, of course, you know where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PM Crisp, I might try to get over there in the summer for a week or so. Yeah.
Is there a way to get better search results on AliExpress? Probably not, my friend.
I actually found that tip. Sort by price directly after, and all the "this is for you" crap disappears
Oh,
instantly. And it actually disappears completely from the search. So the sort by price, and then and put a range, so you get what you want, because sometimes you get a lot of crap you don't want. But if you have the range, they're about everything that they recommend to you because you have bought it before and stuff, disappears completely. And
Really?
it actually uses just the search term.
Okay, let's go to this one. Come on.
okay, we're over time, but you know.
We're over time, but you guys want to know what gay pride is like. So gay pride is like Carnival with less clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay pride is Carnival with less clothing. That's the best way to describe it.
And if you go out at night, it's trauma night. Pretty much.
Okay, so this is gay pride now. Yeah, but wait. This.
Yeah.
This looks like the wide angle on your phone, you know.
Yeah. So I filmed this again. So this is how gay pride is.
Yes, Carlos has a YouTube channel, Steve, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's called Retro Upgrade. You should be able to find it quite easily on YouTube.
I thought it was an excellent bit of videography. What do you think?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hypnotized.
Hypnotized, yes.
Yeah. So this is actually gay pride. So there's lots of.
And these are quite mild, by the way. They can get a lot more ranchy.
You get a lot more roads than that. In fact, there's two coming down the road just now because I've spotted them coming towards me. Here they are, and these, yeah.
Yeah,
She doesn't quite stay in this topic either, actually.
that's what you're hoping for every time.
Yeah.
Right?
She was.
It gives a good shot at least.
It was a good shot, yeah. And then, of course, you have to come back a little bit more, and she goes, "Way!" So that's pride. So pride is also what funny. Okay, enough of that.
Enough of that. Yeah, we have beaches too, by the way.
We do have beaches as well.
Yeah, it's an island, so we have beaches all around.
So, okay, folks.
Okay.
I think you hypnotized everybody.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See you in a fortnight.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm still alive. See you then.
Do the ciao for now, guys.
Ciao for now.
Bye bye.